Hello and welcome to the latest edition of YES101 Visual Radio. Bringing you the news, I'm Stevin Machado. Let's take a look at your local news first. President Anurukumara Dissanayake held a meeting today with the delegation from the International Monetary Fund at the President's office. During the meeting, President Anurukumara Dissanayake stressed the need for a balanced approach that addresses citizens' hardships and restores public trust. He highlighted that the need to address critical issues such as child poverty, malnutrition and support for the differently abled. The IMF delegation arrived in Sri Lanka on Sunday the 18th to conduct the third review. Moving on, after the swearing-in ceremony of the new cabinet of ministers, President Anurukumara Dissanayake addressed the newly appointed members, outlining both the opportunities and responsibilities they now carry. President Anurukumara Dissanayake acknowledged that while the cabinet and many members of the parliament are new, the political landscape remains familiar. He highlighted the extensive experience many of the ministers bring to the table, having worked together on various political and professional fronts for an extended period of time. He emphasized that while securing power was a necessary step, the true success will be measured by how effectively the cabinet can implement their political ideas and deliver tangible results. President Dissanayake reminded the ministers that with victory comes a heavy responsibility, and it is now their duty to ensure their responsibilities and promises are fulfilled. The president also addressed the critical responsibilities of the cabinet to both the public and the business community. He underscored the importance of exercising power with care and accountability, emphasizing that power is not limitless and must be used appropriately. The new cabinet of the National People's Power Government was sworn in today before President Anurukumara Dissanayake at the President's office. The cabinet comprises of 21 ministers, with President Dissanayake assuming responsibilities for the portfolios of defense, finance, planning and digital economy. To check out the full list of the new cabinet ministers, visit www.newsfirst.lk. Several ministers officially assumed their duties this morning following the swearing-in ceremony. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya, after being sworn in, assumed her duties at the Prime Minister's office. Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism Vijay Herath also assumed his duties at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. On more local news, the secretary of the New Democratic Front, Shamila Pereira, informed the Election Commission that Ravi Karunanayake will be nominated as a national list member from the party. The secretary of the New Democratic Front has informed the Election Commission in a letter that Ravi Karunanayake has been nominated to fill one of the party's two national list parliamentary seats. The letter also stated that the nomination for the second national list will be announced in the coming days. The National Election Commission confirmed to Newsfirst that Ravi Karunanayake, a former finance minister, will enter parliament as a national list member. The National Democratic Front, which contested the parliamentary election under the symbol of the gas cylinder, is an alliance led by former President Ranil Wickremesinghe and former Prime Minister Dinesh Gunawardena. The alliance includes several parties, including the United National Party and a breakaway fraction from the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna. Although the New Democratic Front secured only 3 seats in the parliamentary election, they were allocated 2 additional seats through the national list, based on the votes they received. Up next is international news.
International news.
Medics said Israeli military strikes across Gaza Strip killed 20 Palestinians on Monday, including 6 people who were killed in attacks on tents housing displaced families. Health officials said 4 people, 2 of them children, were killed in an Israeli airstrike on a tent encampment in the coastal area of Al-Mawasi, designated as a humanitarian zone, while 2 were killed in a temporary shelter in the southern city of Rafah, and another in a drone fire. Up next is sports news.
Sports news.
Josh Butler has said that Ben Stokes and Joe Root are not guaranteed to return to England's white ball setup for the Champions Trophy, but hopes their pair return ambitious in white ball cricket. Neither Stokes nor Root have represented England in ODI cricket since their disastrous World Cup defence in 2023, with the Champions Trophy set to begin in exactly 2 months' time. That's all the news we have for you. Stay tuned for more of the very latest.